Welcome back, everyone. So, uh, so far we have discussed about the array. So, in this session, we'll discuss the basic about the linked list. So, let's start with our session. Let me share my screen first. Uh, Let me share my board with you guys. I think my board is visible to everyone. So far we have covered the array part. I hope you guys have gone through the videos, and if you're facing any doubt, try to put your queries in the group so that we can answer to the maximum number of queries. Okay. So those who have joined us this week means will start the English with the very basic parts. So first we'll discuss about the data structure part. Why we are we are learning data structure. Can somebody tell us why we are learning data structure? To store data in a structured format. Yes, you're absolutely right. Suppose we want to perform some logical or arithmetical operation onto something. Means suppose we want to perform some logical or means arithmetical operation. So we need some object now. We need some object to perform that operations. Suppose we want to perform an addition on which let's take for addition we use plus operator. Plus is a binary operator. Means we need two objects to perform a plus means an addition, and we need another third object to store that value into yes into that variable. Okay. So data structure, we can say data structure is a form of storing our data means as per our requirements. Suppose means we want to perform an sorting of some means sorting on some elements, sorting algorithm on some elements. So we need to store our elements in our in our data structure now, means in a proper format so that we can perform that sorting algorithm on that on that given data. Yes. So we can say means we can arrange our data in a structured format as per our requirements. So we'll call it a data structure. And so far we have covered array. As we have discussed that array is a linear data structure. In array, data are saved in a linear format, and we can directly we have a random access to our data, so that if we want to means uh, suppose we want to fetch our data, we can fetch it in big of 1, not in big of n or big of n square. Means it will be very simple. Means it will be very easy for you guys, for us. So means so that we can perform our operation in a very fast way. And other second topic is our second topic is linked list. So in this video will means in this session we'll discuss about the linked list. Let me raise this first. I hope my board is visible to everyone. So let's start with the linked list. Let's try to understand what a linked list is first. So linked list is a collection of, suppose, collection of blocks, a collection of blocks that are saved in our physical memory in a linear format. It is always having two parts. The first one is data part, and the second one is the address of the next node. So basically, combination of means data and the means and the address of next node, will call it as a node. So suppose it is having an data of n type, so it will have the address to a next node. Suppose it is having 20 with it, and it will have the address of the third one. Okay. Suppose it is having 30, and with the 30 it will have the address of the next node. Okay. And there will be a head pointer, means head pointer will store the address of our first node, so that we can access our linked list very easily and perform certain operations that we want. Okay. And our last node will point to a null pointer, so that suppose we are traversing our linked list so that we could get to know that we have reached to our last node if we found a null pointer into our linked list. Okay, so let's try to understand means how our linked list is being stored in a physical memory. So we all know that physical memory is divided into some blocks. Let's take it as, let's try to draw some blocks so that it could be easy for you to understand. I'm drawing some blocks. So suppose there are some blocks. Let me draw it here. Okay. Suppose there is some blocks and some data is being saved here. Some data is being saved here. Let's say some data is being saved here, here as well as here. And let's try to fill some part. Okay. Let's take an example. Suppose we want to would create an array of size 2, 4, 6, and 7. So what we'll see that yes, we have a contiguous space of 7 blocks. So we can create our array. Okay. So our array is being created because array need contiguous space. Okay. Suppose our requirement is to store 8 or 9 elements. Let's take it 8 elements. We have to store 8 elements in a linear format. Okay, let's take 8 elements in linear format. Let's take it in linear format. So for storing our 8 elements in the linear format, if we try to store it into an array, so what we need 8 contiguous blocks. So I think there is no 8 contiguous block available with us. So what we can say, we can store our data into an in a linked list. How? Suppose we can store the first value here, and with it we can store a address to a next node. So we can store our next value here. We can store our third value here. Fourth we can store here. We can store in our memory anywhere because we are having the address of next node. We don't need to worry about the contiguous spaces. We don't need to worry about that all the spaces should be together. So we can store our linked list something like this: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with the array, what we have to do, we have to give our array size means in the starting, so that means in our memory that space should be allocated to that array. With linked list, there is no boundation like that. You can means you can update the size of linked list at the runtime also, means you can there is no foundation that you should be having only this much elements in the linked list. I hope now it is clear that why we are using linked list to everyone. Let me erase it so that we can discuss something about the code in some technical, about the linked list in some technical form. Okay, just wait for a minute. Let me erase it. Okay, let's try to form a linked list. So our linked list, again, our linked list will, for example, our linked list will store the data type of n type of data. Okay, we can create linked list of any kind of data type. With any kind of data type, we can create linked list. It could be character, it could be boolean, it could be string, it could be anything. It could be double, it could be float. There is no foundation about that because uh, what we use for creating our linked list, we use structure. And as we all know that structure is, can somebody tell us what an structure is? Yes, someone is saying okay. Yes, linked list is a collection of means variables. it is not necessary that it should be same data type. It should be of the same data types. Yes, suppose structure. Let's try to understand it into C++ because we're studying C++ into this course. So struct is a keyword in C++, and we have to give a name to our struct. Suppose we generally give our means linked list structure to name a node. Okay, so node is the name of our structure. Suppose we'll have, for creating this linked list, we should be having an integer data type, so that we can store our link or data into this, and we'll have a node pointer into our structure. Okay, so we'll have a node pointer with our structure that will store. So let's name it to the next. It means that with every node will have a address. Address of what? Address of next node. Means address of what type? Address of the structure type. Means address of this node type. Suppose means with every node will have a address attached with this. Suppose for this node will have the address of let's make it 20. 10. It could be 10 also. There's no problem. So with suppose with this node, it will have a data part. Data part. Suppose let's say D. In D there will be 10, and with the next pointer, in the next pointer means there will be an address of this node, next node, and into 20 there will be address of 30, into 30 there will be address of 40. Okay, I think now means somewhat linked list is clear. Is anybody's having any doubt? You can ask. You can ask it. Okay, that means no one is having any doubt. Let me share my screen so that we can write some code for our linked list. So right now we are using an ID of coding blocks. It is very simple and clear ID. Okay, let's try to make our struct first. Let's try to name it node, and I'm writing in data part and a node star. I think you all are clear with the pointers. Is there anyone who's having any doubt with the pointer? Pointer means it store the address of that type of for this we are having the node star pointer, means it will store a address of node star type of node. Suppose we are having int star a. Okay, what a will store a means address of an int data type. Okay, I think now it is clear with everyone. Yes, this is a syntax. This is a very simple syntax of C++ structure. Let's try to make a pointer of I'm making a pointer of type it is a pointer of type node. Let's create it null in the starting. It will point to null. Okay, so our first head will be point to our first node of our linked list. In the starting, let's say that it is pointing to a null value, means a null pointer. So let's first check means our structure is working fine or not. Let's try to write some code for our structure. Yeah, let's take an node star new node. I'm creating a new node and giving its name to our giving a new node to its name. Okay, new node type of node means I'm creating a new node of node type and allocating some memory to it using new keyword. Is that clear with everyone? Okay, so we have created our new node. So into the new nodes data part, we can say let's say we stored 10, and into our new nodes next part, let's store our value, means let's store a null pointer, because in the starting it will not store anything. So let's give our new node. Let's our new node point to this new. Let's our head node point to this new node right now. So let's try to print the data into our head. We can print like that, something like that, because head is currently pointing to that new node, and into we are trying to print the data of that new node, because head is pointing to the new node. New node's data will be 10. Let's try to run this code whether 10 is being printed or not. It should be printed 10. Yes, means we are doing it right. So instead of writing this code every time we want to add something, let's try to make a function for this, so that we if we want to add something into our linked list, it should be added by this by that function. Okay. Okay, the head pointer is there and it is pointing to null right now. Let's create a function add node. Let's pass our head node to it. Let's try to add 10. First, we'll write the function for adding data into the front of that linked list. Suppose, uh, let me write this, then I'll explain you what I'm saying. Just wait. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Let's try to make it 30, 40, and 50. Okay. So means we are trying to add some elements into our linked list. Suppose in the starting there will be no, the head will be pointing to null, so there will be no value in our linked list. So means the linked list is not yet created. So what we should do, what our function should do, let me write something. So what our function should be doing, it should create a node, and our head should be pointing to this node. Okay, let's take it a head pointer or head pointer. Okay, so it should be pointing to this. Suppose the data should be 10 and its next node should be pointing to null, because it is our first and the last node. First node means the head should be pointing to this node, and last node means it should be pointing to a null pointer. Is that clear? Okay. And after that we are saying that add 20 to it. So what it should do, it should create another node with the data 20. Okay. And now our head should not point to this, it should point to this node. Okay. And our its next node should point to 10, because we want to add our data into the first of that linked list, means into the starting of that linked list. Suppose we want to add 30. What it should do, it should write 30 here, or then our head node should not point to this, head node should not point to these, head node should point to this one, and this node should point to 20, so that our linked list is being created into a linear form. Means our head node will be pointing to this node, and 30 will point to 20, 20 will point to 10, and 10 will point to null, because 10 is our last node. Okay. And the 40 and 50 should be added at the front, like this only. So our, how our linked list should be, it should be 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Okay. Let's try to make code for this, so that we can do that in a very easy format. Just let me do this first. Just wait for a moment. Okay. Okay. Now I'm able to write. So we all know that every time our head will be updated, because every time we add a node, our head will be pointing to that node only. So what we can say, that it should return a head value at every, means after every addition, because every time head will be updated. Okay. So our function should be type of, means what it should return, it should return an address of node type. So let's try to write node star, means it will return an address. So where I'm writing node star, and name of our function add node, and it will take our argument as nodes, and as a pointer will take a pointer as an argument and a value. That value should be added at the front. Okay. So at the first, what it will do, it will create a node. Let's name it new node. Let's try to allocate some memory to it. And new node's data part will be value. Okay. I think it is clear with everyone. Okay. Let's check whether our head is equal to null or not. If it is equal to null, that means our linked list is not being created. Means it is our first node. Then what it should do? It should means point. Its next should point to null. Why? Because it is our first node, and it is our first node, and there is no linked list available with us. Means in our linked list there will be only one node, so it should point to null because it is our first node as well as it is our last node. Okay. And it should return here that our new node. Okay. Why we are returning new node? Because we have to return an address of head pointer. So what our head pointer will be? Head pointer will be pointing to new node only, so we will return new node. Okay. If head is not equal to null, means this condition will not be satisfied, so it will it will not go inside that condition. So what it will do, it should do that new nodes next should be point to head now. Means there is something into our linked list that and the first of that linked list is pointing to that head is pointing to that first node of that linked list. Okay. Now let's try to return new node or new node. Is that clear with everyone? Why I'm returning on new node again? Because we have to return an head pointer. We have to return a head pointer. Means that address will be stored into this head now. So after adding that node at the starting, or what we should return? We should return that new node's address now, because it will be stored into the head, and the head should point to our first element of our linked list. Okay. Is there anyone who is having problem with this? Okay, I hope nobody is having problem. So our linked list is being created. Let's try to print the data. Let's try to print whether something is there into our head's data. Means head will be pointing to the first, okay, to the first node, and the first node will be of 50. Okay, what it is saying that HEAD, somewhere we have written HEAD, it should be HEAD. Okay, 50 is being printed, means we are doing it right, because heads in the last we have added 50, and because we are adding at the start, so our heads should be pointing to 50, and heads data will be 50. Okay. Let's try to print our linked list. Let's try to create a function print that should print our linked list. So if we point our head pointer, it will means give our head pointer to it, it should print our complete linked list. Okay. As it will not return anything, so its return time will be void. It will take a pointer as an argument. So let's give our head pointer to it. Let's create a current node, a temporary node, and store our head pointer's value into it. Okay. So suppose our head pointer is pointing to the first node, and the current will now the and current pointer will be created that will also point to our first node. Okay. So we'll try to iterate through a while loop, and we'll write a condition that until current is not equal to null. Means if current is not equal to null, means that something is there into the current, means the current is pointing to some node. So what it should do, it should print that node. It should print that value of that node. Let's try to current data. Okay. Print and space after that, and after printing, let's point it to current is equal to current's next. Why? Because means I have printed my data. A node is saying that I have printed my data. let's current should point to the next, means I'm having the address of next node na, means I'm giving the address of next node to the current node. Okay, is that clear with everyone? Let's try to run this code. Not written in semicolon will give a compilation error. Let's try to run it again. Okay, means 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10 is being created, 10 is being printed. I hope now it is being clear to everyone. Is there anyone who's having any doubt with this code, with print function or add node function? What our add node function is doing? Add node function is adding a node at the front of our linked list. And who was asking about the function? Rohit. Okay, Rohit. Rohit, change your chat from private to everyone so that what you're typing could will be visible to everyone. People are joining. Let them join. Should we start again? Venkatesh, you are there. You are asking about the function. Please confirm it so that I can move further. Okay, Venkatesh. So you are asking about this means this void print function. So let me draw something. Is that everyone clear? Means that with that linked list means how our linked list is stored in our memory. No, first function. You are talking about first function. Okay. Let me go to the first function. Okay. Let's go through it once again. Suppose in the starting, what let's go through the code. So in the starting, what it will do, it will define a no head pointer that will store a null value. Okay. So after that, what it is saying head is equal to add node and it is passing head and 10, a 10 variable, a 10 value. So what it will do, it will go to this function that is add node. So into the add node, into the head pointer will store, and into the val it will store data 10. Okay. So what this line will do, this line will means uh, what will say will it defines a node that will means it and allocate a memory to that node. Okay. So this line will do what it will do, it will means store that value part into the data part, means the value of our means that is being passed, that is 10, it will store into the data part of that node. Okay. So our head is being passed is equal to null. So what it will say, it will store, it will means next no new nodes next it will be equal to null, and it will return to the new node, means new node will be returned. Okay. Up to this it is clear, Venkatesh? Means it is just means defining a new node and storing the values into it, and in the this condition will run only if there is no node into our linked list. So at the starting we don't have any node into our linked list, so this condition will run, and what it will say, it will show it will new node next it will store null and return a new node. So after here it will be return into the head, it will be returned 10, means that address of 10 pointer, and that next let me write it. So in the starting it will store 10, Rohit, using this function, we are adding the new node at the starting of the list. Yes, Rohit, we are adding the new node at the starting. So let's forget this. So what it will show 10 into it, and the what it is saying. Let me go the code again. Let me go through the code again. So what it will say, it will tens next. We are talking about tens next. Now, into this line, tens next will be null because at the starting head will be equal to null. So this condition will run. This condition will run true, and what it will do, it into its next part, it will show a null value and return new node. So it then this node will be returned. Okay. So if we see here into head, this node will be returned. So now our head is not null. Our head is pointing to this node. Okay. Let's try to see this. Let's try to print our sorry. Let's try to print our linked list here only. Let's comment it out. Let's try to print our node here only. So it should print only 10. Okay. Our linked list having 10 only because there is only one node. Let me write it again. After when this function will be called again, so our head is right now our head is not null. Okay. So again this function will be called. So again a new node will be created and a value will be memory will be allocated to that, and into its data part the value will be stored and it will check if head is equal to null. This time head is not equal to null. So what it will say, so after our new after our means in our new nodes next, what will store the head value. Suppose there is one node will be created and will store a value of 20 and what our head is pointing to this only na, means this node. So what it is saying, our new nodes next point to the head because head was pointing to this, and it is saying means return to this node, means new node will be returned. So let's see. So new node will this new node will be returned, then it will store into the head. So right now our head will be this because this node is being returned. So head will be updated to this one, this node. Again 30 will be called. Again a new node 30 will be created, and 30's next will point to head. And this third new node will be returned, and this new node will be means head will be updated with the new node. Okay. Is the print function okay? Venkatesh, you are saying it is clear. Is the print function is clear with everyone? Is anybody's having any doubt with the print function? If yes, please tell us so that we can discuss it again. If not, line number 22. You are saying line number 22. Okay, Rohit Kesarwani. So our head node will be passed through this. Suppose this is our right now. This is our linked list. So this node will be point. This will node will be passed. Okay. So what we are saying, we are head is our head is being stored into a current variable, means a current pointer. A current pointer is a type of node pointer, and it is storing just a what head is storing. Head is storing the uh, value of this node, the first node. Means so our current will store the address of this node only. And what we are saying, the current is not equal to null. So let's say our 20 and 10 is our in our Rohit Keshwani is saying, what if we add new node to the end of the list so that we don't have to update the head and again. Rohit will discuss that again. We'll discuss that. Don't worry about that. So we'll discuss insertion at the front, insertion at the back, insertion at the any point in the linked list, as we have discussed that into our array function, means array topic. Okay. Rohit, you are saying means you are asking about line number 22. In the line number 22, I'm saying current is not equal to null. So our current will be pointing to this node. Let's say we are having only two node in our linked list. So our means what we are saying, current node will be pointing to this. Is the current is equal to null? Means is not equal to null? Yes, current is not equal to null. Current is currently pointing to this. So what it will say, it will it will print the data of that current node, and what it is saying, into current one, let's store the address of currents next. This line is saying currents next. Okay. So again, while loop will be checked, is current is equal is not equal to null? Yes, current is pointing to this node, and current is not equal to null. So what it will say, it will print the data of that current node and update the current pointer. And tens next is storing, because it is the last node. It will store in our last node in the linked list, stores the null value, not store any means it will not store any address of any node. So this time current will equal to currents next. Current is right now current is this, and the currents next is null, so our current will be null. So it will again check while loop, is current is not equal to null? No, current is equal to null. What this means, this means this loop will terminate here. Okay, and this will not print anything after that. Rohit, is that clear now, or you're having any doubt again? So if you are having any doubt, we can discuss it on the board. Okay, Rohit. Rohit is saying it is clear. Rohit, you are asking about that we can add the means nodes at the last of that linked list. Yes, we can do that too. Let's try to make a function for that. Let's try to discuss what will our requirements for adding that. Let me share my board. Suppose what Rohit is saying, that suppose we are having a linked list. Okay, it will store another linked list, means another node, address of another node, and it will store the address of another node. Okay, and our head will be pointing to this node only. Okay, suppose this is our head node. Rohit, you are saying let's add a node at the last of our linked list. So what we'll need to do, will define our node again, means we'll declare a node and we'll store the data into it. Let's say we want to store 10. And what we need to do, we need to go to our last node, means we have to go to our last node, and what it was currently it was pointing to null, means because it is the last node, it will point to null. So what we need to do, we need to means the last nodes next should point to this node, and this new nodes next should be pointing to null. Okay, it should point to null. Suppose we want to add another node into it, another node at the last of. So what it should do, at the last nodes next, it should store the address of this, and the what we have added means the new nodes next, what we have added right now, it should point to the null node. Okay, a null value. Okay, suppose we are not there will be a case when we are not having anything in our linked list, so our head will be pointing to null. So when head is pointing to null, we should return our node as it is, because it will be a head pointer, means it will be a head pointer, and it will be the first node as well as it will be our last node. So it should point to the next, it should point to the null, and it head should point to this node. Okay, let me write the code of this so that it's clear with everyone. Okay, so it will again return a head pointer, because when there is no node, when there is no node in our linked list, it will return a node's value, means it will return an address. So we need to have a return type of our function, add node at last. Suppose we'll call it add node at last. So we'll pass a head pointer and into it, and we'll pass a data 50. Okay, let's try to make our function first. So it will return head value, means it will return a node, and let me write it something like add the last, and it will take an argument as head pointer and a data and a value. So again we'll take a new node. So node new node will point to a new, means let's allocate some memory to it, and new nodes data will be our value. Okay, and new nodes next should be, because it will be always the last node, its next should pointing to null only. Is that clear with everyone? And if our head is equal to null, it should return that node, because there is, if there is no node, it will be our head node only. If it is not, our means head is not equal to null, means there is some data and we are given with our head node only, we don't know the address of the last node, so we need to traverse through the complete linked list so that we can get the address of the last node. So let's try to means create a variable, a pointer, again a current pointer. Let's take it a type of node current, it will be equal to head. Okay, let's try to find out while currents next, means how will get to know that it is our last node when its next node is equal to null, means up to when its not next node is not equal to null, it what it should do, it should just means current update current is equal to currents next. Okay, means how, up to when, means our next state, means our currents next is not equal to null, it should means update current is equal to currents next, current is equal to current next. Means when we are having means currents next is equal to null, that means it is our next node, because at the last node we are means next pointer points to a null node. Means so our right now our currents next is null, so current next will now pointing to new node, because in our previous, means in our old linked list it was our link, means it was our last node, but into this it will be the new node will be our last node, and new nodes next is means already we are pointing to null. So what it will say, it will return just head, means head is not being updated, but it will return a head, because we are having a function of means type of uh, it is type of node, means it is returning an address, so we should return an address, otherwise it will return a false, means it will return result into a compilation error. Okay, so uh, 10 20 30 40, so 40 it will be front, it will be means after that it will be 30, it will be 20, it will be 10, and after that we are adding the data at the last, so our data is being added into the last one. Okay, let's try to add some more data into our, okay, let's try to add 60, let's try to add 70 as well. Okay, 50 60 and 70. Okay, is the function is clear with everyone, this function? Don't worry about the codes, I'll share into it into our Shukur is saying it is not clear. Okay, Shukur, I'll repeat it again. So don't worry about the codes, I'll share it to my GitHub repository, and we'll share a link to you so that you can get the code. Smith is saying yes. Smith, it is clear. Okay, Smith. Shukur, don't worry, I'll repeat the means code again. I'll try to make you understand. I'm waiting for others' responses. Let me see the name of participants. Line number, Aryan is saying line number 42. Okay, Aryan, will check the line number 42. Rohit is saying it is clear to him. Okay. Aryan, Venkatesh is saying that he's having doubt in line number 42. Aryan, you are clear with it. Sukur wants to wants me to repeat it again, so I'll repeat it again, don't worry. Okay, so it is saying it is okay. So let me use my pen. So up to this, it was clear with everyone, na? Means how 40, 40, 30 and 10 was coming. It, it was clear, means linked list was clear how this linked list is being created. So what we want to what we want to do into this linked list, I want to add a data at the last one. So what we are having with us, we are having with us a head pointer that is pointing to the node 40. Okay, and 40 is having the address of 30, 30 is having address of 20, 20 is having address of 10. Okay, let's see up to this only. Let's forget this first. Okay, so 40, 30, 20 and 10 we are having. So what we are saying, that head is equal to add node at the last, and we are passing head node that is the address of 40, and we are passing a data, means we are passing a value 50. So let's go through our function add node at the last. So add node at the last is saying that let's make a node and allocate some memory to it. Let's store our value into the data part, and because as it will be our last node, we are having 50. We are having 50 to means last of our linked list. So as it is the last node, it will point to a null value. Before the into this linked list, the 10 is pointing to a null value, right? Till now the net 10 is also pointing to a null value, and our 50 is a separate node that is that's next is pointing to a null value. Okay, so what it is checking, if head is equal to null, head is not equal to null because head is pointing to 40, head is not equal to null. So what it is saying, make a temporary pointer that is currently that is equal to head. So head is pointing to 40, so our current will be pointing to 40. So what it is saying, that while currents next is not equal to null, 40 is next is equal to null, no, 40 is next is not equal to null. Up to this we are talking about only, guys. Means don't see this parts right now, we'll discuss that. So what we are saying, 40 is next is pointing to some value. Yeah, 40 is next is null. No, it is not null. So while condition will be satisfied, and what it will say, it will say current is equal to currents next. So our current will point to this node right now. Okay, the current is right now pointing to this. So again it will go, it will check whether currents next is equal to null. No, currents next is not equal to null because current is pointing to currently 20. It is not pointing to null. So again it will go, it will update the value of means next pointer, means current value, current will point right now will point to 10, sorry, it will point to 20. Okay, it will again go and check whether 20 is next is pointing to null. No, 20 next is pointing to 10, not null. So again it will update the value of current, the current will now pointing to 10. So as 10 is our last node, up to we are talking about up to this now, the 10 will be our last node. Up to this 10 will be our last node, so 10 will be pointing to null. When current is equal to 10, means current will point to this node. Okay, so what it is checking with whether currents next is equal to null, means is not equal to null. No, currents next is equal to null. It is means as it is our last node, its next will be null. So what it is saying, come out of the while loop and store the currents next, as it was pointing to null. Now it should point to the new node, means our new node is 50 and 50 is next is pointing to null. And right now it is saying that current was pointing to 10, the 10's next will point to 50 now. Okay, the 10's next point to 50, and again after this line will run, this line will again go through this will again create a node and store a value 60 to it, as our linked list is right now is this, our head is pointing to 40 and 50 is next is pointing to null, because our last node will always point to null value. Okay, so again it will go, again it will check up to where it will iterate through the loop up to, then up to it finds a node that's next is not null, that's next is null. So it will it will come to 50. 50's next is null, so 50's next will store the node 60, and because 60 is a new nodes next is pointing to a null. Okay, again 70 is being called, 70 is being added, so again it will create a new node. It will store the data into it. It will store a null pointer into its next, and it will again means iterate through the complete loop, means up to 60 it will iterate, and 60, as 60's next is null, so 60's next will be stored 70. Okay, so 70's next right now will point to null. Now I think, is that clear with everyone? If anybody is still facing any doubt, don't worry, just let us know so that I can explain it on the board again. Is that clear with everyone? Shukur is saying is clear. Okay, Shukur. I'm waiting for others' responses. Venkatesh, you are having doubt in line number 52. Let me check what was line number 52. Venkatesh, I think you are okay. So Venkatesh, you are having doubt in the line number 42 because line number 42 will point, current will point to our last node and will update the last next node. Okay. Rohit is saying it is clear. So adding node at the last will take more time than adding at front. Yes, Smith, absolutely it will take because we have to iterate through the complete loop, means complete linked list. So adding a node, let me talk about the complexities as well. Let me share my board. So we'll compare it with the arrays. Okay. So first we have designed a function that is adding a node at the front. Adding a node at the front, what will be the time complexity of that node, that function? It will be big of 1. Aaron, you are absolutely right. It will be big of 1. Is anybody's having any doubt why it is big of 1? If yes, please ask in the group chat so that Smith is saying constant linear. Yes, absolutely, it will be constant. And constant, we can say big of 1. Do anybody's having any doubt into the complexity part? If yes, don't worry about that. I'll make you understand. Just ask in the group chat. So no one has typing anything. So I'm assuming that it is clear why it is big of 1. So let me talk about adding a node at the last. So as Smith has said, it will take a more time. So anybody can tell what will the time complexity of this, means adding a node at the last of a linked list? It will be big of n. Absolutely, it will be big of n, because it will be big of n because suppose we are having our linked list. Suppose we are having a linked list, something like this. Rohit Kishore is saying, okay, it will point to next. It will point to the next node. So right now with us, will for the linked list we just have a pointer, means we just have an address that is the address of our first node only. So for adding at the node at the last, we need to, means just we need to check we need to check, means which one is our last node. So we cannot go complete, means we cannot go directly to our last node because we are not having the address of last node. We are having the address of means next node only. Okay, so it will go to the this node, and this node will point to the this node, so it will go through the complete node. Can we use a global last node pointer? Yes, you can use a global last node pointer. It is fine, means you can means linked list is something that you can use it according to yourself, means you can use it according to your requirements, means you can use last node, you can use mid node as well as if you want to, means keep a track of your mid node, you can use that one. Rohit, there is no need of using means global pointer, means we can use a local pointer as well. As we are using a local pointer, means that is pointing to our means our what we say, our linked list first node. There should be a node that should point our means what we say, means our last node as well. So let's compare it with the array. Rohit is saying he got it. Okay. So in array, adding a data at the starting, what was the time complexity of that? I think it was big of n, because for adding something at the front, we need to we need to shift our array one step backward. So we need to means iterate a complete loop. So it was big of n. Adding at the front, it was big of n, and into this adding at the front, it will be big of 1. And in array, adding a data at the last, it was big of 1. Okay. And into our linked list, when head node is given, when only head node is given, when we are not given with the last node, so it is big of n in the case of linked list, and in the case of array it is big of 1. Okay. And if we talk about if last node is given with us, means address of last node is given with us, then what will be our time complexity? Can somebody tell us? If last means you are, suppose you are having this linked list, and you are given with Smith is saying that it will be big of 1. Yes, Smith, it will be big of 1, because when we are having the address of our last node, what we need to do, we need to just we need to update the last next, and it will be our new node, and new nodes next will be null. So we don't need to iterate through the complete loop, means complete loop again. I think for today it is clear with everyone's, means adding a node at the front, adding a node at the last. Is there anyone who is having any doubt about the today's session, means what we have covered? We have just covered the basic introduction of the linked list and the adding a node at the front, adding a node at the last. In the next session, we'll discuss means how we can add a node at the mid. How can we add a node, means if our address is given after that node, before that node, we'll do that into the next session. Don't worry about that. We'll share a set of question with you. So try to solve that question. It will be very easy questions, I think so, for today. So try to solve that question. If you face any doubt, try to put your queries in the group so that we can answer that. Is that everyone clear with today's session? Is anybody is having any doubt regarding linked list? Shukur is saying yes. In the starting, we were having some technical issues. So Aryan is saying, Smith is saying all clear. Okay, Smith, thank you. Okay, Aryan, Venkatesh, Rohit, Shukur. Okay, thank you everyone. So we'll end this meeting right now, and we'll meet again soon. Hope so. It will be day after tomorrow, and the session will be continued. Please post the link of today's code. Okay, I'll post the link of today's code. I'll paste it. I'll paste it to my GitHub repository and share a link with you guys. Okay. So nobody's having any doubt. Will you update this video on YouTube? I'll update this video on YouTube. Rohit, don't worry about that. Okay. So should we close, or is there anyone who is having any doubt? Guys, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आए, कुछ भी पूछो, कुछ भी जवाब मिलेगा. नहीं समझ में आएगा, कहीं से तो पढ़ के बताऊंगा, कहीं ना कहीं से तो कुछ करके बताऊंगा ही ना. इसको थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव बनाते हैं. Try to come up with the questions into the next session so that we can discuss that. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. We'll meet soon. I'm ending this session. I'm ending this meeting. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you for attending.